it's been a couple days since you won Love Island Games. Tell me like where your mind is. Do you even know what day it is? It's like I feel like being in Fiji is just like such a time warp on Love Island.
Yeah, honestly, obviously blessed and kind of confused, overwhelmed, but very, very grateful for all of the obviously all the love and support and opportunities. But yeah, been a crazy experience. Obviously, walking in, you don't really think that that's gonna be the case, but yeah, me and Lucinda ended up pulling it out, so it feels great.
Lucinda, were you totally shocked? Because I feel like coming from the first challenge where you came in last and then the final challenge, you winning, tell me how shocked you were by winning Love Island Games.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna last like a few days in that villa. So the fact that I won, I was like, what the actual hell is going on? It still feels like a dream. It doesn't feel like real life, but yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do it without Zay, honestly. Like I feel like I just started getting good at the challenges when we coupled up and stuff. So
Do you think that has a big reason why you won is the fact that you did couple up and then you were able to like support one another?
I think so. I think we both tried really hard in the challenge, but like the last challenge, so it was like insane. Like I've never seen anything like that before in my life. Like he was like throwing up afterwards because it was like
I was.
so much on his body, and I was just, yeah, that was just like amazing. But also, I do think that like being in a romantic connection does play a part in it as well, because I was in a friendship couple for a long time and we didn't do that great in challenges, so I don't think that was a coincidence.
So you guys obviously win the $250,000. Lucinda, were you nervous at all because you had less people stand behind you? Were you ever nervous in that couple of seconds, couple of minutes that he was going to take all the money and run?
No. I mean, like, I think he was like playing it up a little bit with the dramatics
That
and
was the
stuff.
one time I played for the cameras. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. But I was like 99.9% sure that he would split it. Just because obviously we did have a connection in there. That would have been a bit crazy.
Because did you guys talk about it beforehand of like, okay, if we do want win, like we want to split it, like did you guys have any of those conversations?
Kind of. I don't think it was like I think it was just kind of mutual agreement of like that's already what was gonna happen, to be honest. Because obviously we were talking about what we would do with it, um, which means both of us would have some of it.
Right.
So that was kind of like my assumption, but I don't think it was legitly a conversation on Lucinda. Are we going to sin or are we going to split this? So
So what are you guys gonna do with the money? Like if you guys talked about it, what is, because now you guys are both $125,000 richer, which is a nice chunk of change.
Yeah, it is a nice chunk of change. I've just bought a house, so um a lot of my money went into that house, so this money has helped me out a lot with that. And sorry. Also, I love traveling, so I'll probably go traveling with it. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with it. What about you?
honestly, I think for me it's spoiling my family. But not only that, just kind of investing into myself. I want to buy a whole streaming setup, um, and obviously invest some, save some, do a bunch of things. So yeah, but I'm ultimately don't really know fully. I wouldn't put all of it into one place for sure. No.
Which is totally smart. I think the big question that everyone wants to know is like, what is the future with the two of you? Of course, we saw you guys couple up. You chose love over all the money, but you
Right.
guys do live across a big, across the world from each other.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's a mutual agreement on just like growing a connection. I think it's we've only known each other for 2.5 weeks, so it's very very a small time. Obviously, in the villa, it feels like a months, with just being on camera together and stuff, and you're getting vulnerable all the time and being in those weird spots. But I think, yeah, just overall, it's just a growing connection for sure.
Yeah, I would say we're taking it slow. It's been very busy since us coming out, and like we've like both had commitments and stuff, but we have spent as much time as we possibly could together. Um, so yeah, we're just kind of going from there. Obviously, like the connection in there was quite strong, so it'd be amazing to carry it on. But yeah, who knows?
You got to just take it one day at a time.
Yeah, 100%.
One day at a time. And maybe you guys both spend some of your money traveling together. Who knows?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's definitely like in the plan for sure, you know.
Right. Because it is so crazy. I mean, I feel like we learned so much about you guys in the past literally 2 weeks. Is there anything that you guys wish you did differently?
You can go, Lou.
There's actually nothing I would change in like my whole experience. I think like I just was myself, unapologetically, and I just lived my best life in that, and it actually worked out. Like I won, and I just think sometimes when you really like deep situations, like think about them quite a lot, and like overanalyze what you do and what you're saying and stuff, it will probably just make your experience not as good. So, yeah, there's nothing I would change. And yeah.
Ultimately, I don't think I would change anything, but maybe if I were to go on games next time, I would just because everyone was like, Zay's on the fence. Zay's on the fence. He doesn't really know. So honestly, maybe I would just get ripped as and just say, I don't want to be in an alliance with you, bro. Sorry, to be honest. So maybe just have more of a backbone, I guess, because Zay doesn't have a backbone. That's what I've been seeing. But hey, I just don't like picking sides. That's not really me.
Hey, and it worked out for you in the end, though.
All right. No, it did. Exactly. I think this strategy was perfect, but if I were to change anything, maybe it would be to basically just be like, nah, bro, I'm good. Even though that's not probably the best way to win. But
Right. Did we see or did we not see any strategy talk between the two of you where you guys were talking ahead of challenges on like what you guys needed to do or what you didn't need to do? Because I feel like we didn't see a lot of that.
Um,
there
I
you go.
was like, guys were trying to like get me in their alliances quite early on. And I remember the first conversation I had with Tyreek, and he was like, "This is an alliance," and I was like, "You are not being for real right now. We are in Love Island days. Get a grip." But then I realized that it was actually like an actual thing, and I was like, "Oh my God!" But I tried to stay out of it as much as I could. I didn't want to like go against like some of my really close friends in there, and I don't know. It's not really like in my nature to be like forming alliances and stuff. I usually just go with the flow and kind of like yeah, I don't know. I don't normally do that, so I wouldn't bring it inside of there as well. But you know what? Unintentionally, it worked. Like we just kind of people said we like coasted through, but I don't know, it kind of worked in our favor because we were in alliances, but we were like not in alliances at the same time, It just worked.
So, Lucinda, you said you would never, probably would not do Love Island games again. Is that correct?
No, I
No.
would not do that.
Okay, what about you as Isaiah?
I mean, honestly, I would come in with a target on my back now, and I'm gonna feel like Justine. But honestly, I wouldn't say no, but I wouldn't say completely yes for sure. But I'm open for sure.
You're open. What about Love Island? Obviously, the two, you guys aren't, real life coupled up, right? I can,
Right.
we can assume that. You're just taking it one day at a time, but like, would you be open to doing Love Island again?
I think if I was like 1,000% single, possibly. I don't know. I haven't really thought about that too much, to be honest. I'm like sitting on the fence with that one. I've done three, so like I've done like three of them, so it's quite a lot. So if I did another one, it would be the fourth one. So I don't know. That seems like quite a lot. I don't know whether I want to do another one, but who knows? Maybe. I don't know.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, I agree. Obviously, if I'm single, I'd say I've only been on two, so I feel like I'm behind the pack.
Right.
Everyone has three or four at this point. Some people have five, and wait, maybe, but it's obviously it's a rare occasion and it doesn't happen a lot. And so when you do get that opportunity, I wouldn't say no.